Hello everybody and welcome back to more Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I just got back from my little grinding session here. You can see the increased stats here. Both of them are now up to level 7. Both of them, well, Chrono's gonna be level 8 soon. But I got both of them up to snuff a little bit more. 2 levels on Chrono and 5 levels on Luca. And they both also learned techniques while they were away. Chrono learned Flame's Wind Slash and learned a dual tech with Luca called Fire Whirl. And Luca learned Flamethrower and Hypno Wave. So both of them are outfitted at pretty much the best that they possibly could be at this point. So let's continue on. Basically, you may be lost at this point about what to do. If you remember, Toma, the guy that we paid for the drink back in the inn, told us that something was going on at the cathedral over here. So why don't we go on through and check out what's going on here. I love this music, by the way. We pray for the peace of our world. We are ever so devout. Tee. O great Lord and Master, deliver your judgment upon the weak and undeserving. Sound like anything none would say that I ever heard. That we might reclaim the future for ourselves in your name. Oh, how delicious, delightful looking you are. Creepy. Why not say a prayer for yourselves? Tee. Oh boy. He's gonna... not right here. What's this? Come on, Chrono, pick it up. What did you find? A hairpin. Hey, this is Guardia's royal crest. Oh. I knew there was something wrong about you guys! Say hello to the Nagaets. Now just do yourself a favor and see if you could get them to bunch up. If you get them to bunch up, this is what Cyclone does. Allows you to... oh, you moved at the last minute. If you get most of them within a good area, you can actually get, a lot of damage off on multiple, like Flamethrower. If they're all in a line, you get them all in a line. You can see the damage that can be dealt here. Luca is basically a magic user, a lot like Marl, except Marl, as you could tell from her first technique, is a healer, not a magic using fighter. Luca, however, is exactly that. Okay, I'm glad that they're not doing what they normally do. I shouldn't say that because I know I'm gonna jinx it, but this is going a lot faster than it normally would. Partly because a little bit over leveled, and partly because they normally... oh, there it is right there, Nagamore, slow. They'll slow down your speed. The speed is the little blue bar that is building up the bottom that tells you when you're able to attack. When it's full, you're able to attack, and if it's full on multiple characters, you can use a dual attack. However, when it uses slow, it tends to slow that down, which means you're not going to be attacking it much, which means the fight is going to drag on and on and Whew, I wasn't expecting that. You weren't expecting that either? Who is... and hello. We are God, and you allow the enemy in. You've come to save the Queen. The Fiend's lair lies within, it would seem. Will you accompany me? You're a... Chrono, it's a giant talking frog. You know I can't stand frogs! I suppose I ought not expect you to trust me, looking as I do. Very well, do as you please, but I must save the Queen. Wait! You don't seem like a bad frog, person, what should we do, Chrono? Sure, just put up with me. Of course we're gonna go with the frog. Right, I guess I'll just have to get over my aversions to slimy, moist-skinned creatures. So what's your name? Okay, now this is the one name that I'm going to be changing. You'll see why later this does have significance. I just don't like him going through the whole game being called Frog. Doesn't sound that good. So I'm gonna name him Glenn. You'll see why later. No spoilers, anyone, just... I don't want him going through the entire game named Frog. No, that just isn't... I don't like it. Glenn will suffice. It looks like Earthworm and Jim right there. Alright, nice to meet you, Glenn. And you as well. This room must conceal a hidden passage. Let us search every corner. Yes, I will give him that voice. I must. So now we've got Glenn in our corner, and see, normally when you get to this point, you'd be around Glenn's level. Basically, if someone rejoins you or joins you and is a new character, you're normally going to be about their level. I'm 2 levels higher than I should be. So Glenn is over there. Glenn is a lot like Chrono, a swordsman as well, but tends to be a lot stronger and uses broadswords instead of just more katana-like blades like Chrono. Chrono tends to use katana-like blades, whereas, as I just said, Glenn tends to like to use broadswords. So there's a little bit of a difference, but you can see why they would normally work well together. It's a good combo. Organ music. I love the sound of organs in video games. Oh, hello! Where did you come from? Okay then. Oh boy, what is this place? Tomo was right, it's so suspicious. What are these things? Diablos, if I'm correct. Yep, Diablos. I should explain why you're able to see the HP of the enemy in the bottom corner. That is because, in their name box, that is because Luca has equipped her sight scope. It doesn't give her any stat boosts like most of the other stuff, however, it does allow her to see the HP of the enemy. 30 XP, 3 TP. Yay, Chrono's level 8. So, welcome to the first dungeon, guys, Magnolia Cathedral. I like this place mainly because I love the music of the cathedral itself. Oh, it's so nice. And this is like the first major dungeon that you're kind of... I wouldn't call it... I don't know whether to call this place a dungeon or... Yeah, I'm going to call it a dungeon. This is your first major dungeon that you're going to be going into. Because, of course, apparently Queen Lene's stuck here. So... Sorry if I'm going to be doing every single battle here. Basically, the way that you want to go through this game if you don't want to grind like I normally do is just do every required battle. Every battle like these, just do every one that you can. And you'll see that things will be, you'll be about the level that you should, unless you just avoid all techniques. So, unless you just avoid all battles. Now, Glenn here has his own little ability. It's kind of a healing like Marl Slurp. Sounds disgusting. But he gains much better stuff later on. Trust me, he can be really good later on. I like his character a lot. You'll see why later. It's going to go into the characters later. Right now it's just the adventure and everything, as it is with most things. But later on it will go into characters, and I really like him. I like his character. I like him and Luca. We've already got 2 of my good characters here. Ugh. What's with the disguises? They haven't changed. Don't be walking around like humans in here. Like, it's almost time for my shift. I hate pretending to be human. They're so smelly and repulsive. It's demeaning. I'm not broken there. Those ones we ate last time weren't so bad, and those 2 soldiers we just caught look plump and juicy. Oh boy. Yakra is a genius. Yakra. His plan to imprison the Chancellor and take on his role worked like magic. So, in other words, now the Queen's ours and the castle's in an uproar. This is rich. Alright, I think I'll pay my respects to the Fiend Lord statue before my shift starts. You want to see this, and you want to follow this guy. Because there's a little secret that he will show us by following him. Now, I just want to let that sink in for a second here, guys. Remember when I'm like, oh, you're a suspicious old man? It's because he wasn't an old man. According to that guy, that wasn't the real Chancellor. Oh, hello here. The Queen and the okay, it makes sense for the Queen and the soldier to be here, but the King? Nah, something's not right here. First, I'm gonna ignore all of you. Did you by chance come to save Queen Lean? Oh, you did. That's good to know. Oh, how good of you to come. I'm sure Yakra will be pleased. Please, pass the time in here with us until he has a chance to come and greet you properly. Oh, you came to rescue me? How kind of you, but I assure you there's no need. The master of this place, Yakra, is so very kind. I decided to stay here. Please make yourselves at home too. Yeah, no. No. If your life is in danger and you're like, oh, well, this place is great. No. Something's wrong. Don't be in such a hurry to leave. Please take the time to enjoy yourselves with us. Knew it. Called it. Called it, guys. Called it. Ah, man, these snakes. These nagas. They remind me of, anyone that knew, old cartoons, grew up, in the golden era of the Pokemon and, Digimon anime. Anyone else ever see Monster Rancher? That was an old one that was lost to the times. I mean, Digimon's pretty much faded now, too, but, man, Monster Rancher went out so quickly. But I remember, one of the bosses, one of the major, antagonists in the series was a Naga named Naga. Naga is supposed to be like a snake monster, half human, half snake. One of those mythological creatures. Okay, now, here's a little secret. You know that a guy went in here, but we don't see him anywhere. And all of those were Nagas. They weren't any of him. But if you go in here... Secret room. Oh, great Magus, Magus the Great, your eyes are brighter than the stars, your flowing hair like waves atop the sea. Even those miserable sunny days abate when we feel your seething hate. Even brightened halls hold no fear, just so long as you are. Magus, oh Magus, you are our fiend lord and savior. This guy must be Magus, then. Interesting. Apparently that's the fiend lord named Magus. Speed belt. And guardian bangle. So you get these nice little items here. I'll show what they do later, but this is a little hidden area, the little shrine hidden here. You can only really find this if you followed that guide and decided to go into that little suspicious looking alcove. Come, join us in singing your funeral dirge. Okay, now here is where your combo attacks can really wreak havoc. When they're closer like that, small area of effect attacks, such as Cyclone slash Flamethrower, is in a straight line. But then this kind of stuff can really wreak havoc. You can really do some serious damage with those kind of attacks. Just know when to use them. It's all about strategically using them in order to get the most damage that you possibly can. Me being the one I am, I like to use that to its fullest. So you're going to want to actually look for patterns like that as they're moving. If it's Luca, then and you want to use Flamethrower, look for a straight line in her field of vision. Oh, there, Glenn learns Slurp Slash. And their X-Strike dual attack. Oh, that's a good dual attack. Let me actually show that. That's a really good one. No, not items. Although we do have a plethora of items from my little grind fest. You'll notice that he now has Chrono now has a dual tech with Glenn called X-Strike. It's really good. Really good. Cross slash an enemy, exactly as it says. And now, Glenn, in order to get X-Strike, learns Slurp Slash. Basically just snag the enemy up. It's like it says, snag the enemy with the tongue and then slash it. Really laying that frog thing on thick here. Lovely stuff. Let's just check out something. Oh, Glenn's about to level up. So is Luca. Huh. Good news. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, now let's continue on back through here. I'm going to be exploring this whole place to its entirety just because at this point in the game you really want to. You want to explore as much as possible. You want to do as much battling as possible to shore up your levels and your strength. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. I probably won't. Part of the reason why I am grinding when I get the chance is so that way I can go through these dungeons as quickly as possible, not having to deal with long, drawn-out battles because I'm under-leveled or at level. I want to be a little bit stronger than you should be, just so that way I can get through these quickly, because no one likes to see all these extra battles, no one likes to see all this extra stuff, so I want to get through this as efficiently as possible. That's why I'm grinding. You don't have to do it. If you're not a grinder like me, you don't have. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's why I'm doing it. Okay, go over here and you can get the hidden Naga bromide. And that's a bunch of enemies. Hey, there are humans in here! Try and steal our bromide, will you? Get 'em! Ah, stereotypical cronies. And they've even been given the name Underling. Ah, you guys must not have much confidence in it. They're more defensive than the rest of them simply because they've got, well, armor. Stuff. Excuse me, I did not mean to yawn there. I try not to do that. But I did not get much sleep recently. And I decided to take a nap between the 2-hour gap between my classes. And I had like a nightmare. I had a nightmare and I woke up, and afterwards I woke up and it was like, and it was also one of those nightmares that could actually happen, so it's like that, it makes it even worse when you have one of those, because it's like, oh my god, that could actually happen. So I had a nightmare and it was like 5 minutes before I had to leave for class, so I'm just like, oh man, this can't get any worse. So, sorry if I yawn. Sorry if I yawn, I don't mean to. Just didn't get much sleep, and when I tried to make up for it, I had a nightmare, so... lovely stuff. Anyway, just go further down, as far down as you can to avoid those spikes. Press the switch, and you can go on in. I hate it. Especially when those nightmares are something that can actually happen. Oh, I wish it didn't happen. Yay, another strength capsule. Let's use it. Now, at this point, it's viable to use it on Glenn as well, but of course we're going to use it on our May character because we're going to be using him the most, so why not invest in him, as we should, to make him the best that he can be. You're humans? They've hidden the queen in the back. Please rescue her. I can't stop thinking of that nightmare. I'm sorry, guys. I can't stop thinking of the nightmare. Oh, it sucks, because it really could happen. I know it probably won't. It's very unlikely that it will. It just, it doesn't do well for my worrying, and I have a tendency to worry like the worst. Somewhere within this complex, there's a shrine to the Fiend Lord. We already found it. I heard there's treasure to be found there as well. Alright, beat you to the punch, dude. Alright, beat you to it. Oh man, I like this face. Oh, I do look at that. Don't worry, we're almost done with this thing. I'm probably going to stop it up ahead so that way we can put the boss fight into this part as well. I don't want these parts to be as long. Like with some of the Pokemon LPs and some of the episodes of Pokemon and some of the episodes of Sonic, I can't really help it if it goes long because I didn't really have much of a idea of time. I'm not using a timer or anything. Gah, intruders, stop them. I'm so infectious. I love that. Anyone get that? What that's from? Good for you. But I don't intend for them to be as long as the other ones. With Sonic, it's kind of undoable. By the way, during the break that I had, the spring break, I actually did get one of the Sonic LPs finished. As you know, in the one channel, I had I started it on another channel on one of my friend's channels, but I decided to just take it over because it was a bit too much to do it all, too much data, too much space on the computer, too much time, too much editing for right now. So I decided to take it over, and it's moved onto my channel. It was Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut for the GameCube, and I managed to finish it in that time. So there are some extras that I will be doing at another time with it, but I did manage to finish one of the Sonic LPs. I'm I still have finished Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but I'm going to be going home soon, so I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Actually, no, I want to save Lucca's attack here. I want to save Lucca's attack, because this is actually a perfect little setup here. So, oh, Lucca, why did you attack? No, don't use it on Lucca. That's fine. I want to show off one of the attacks that you can do here that's a dual attack. Okay, Fire World. This, look at that. Perfect setup for it. Look at the damage that it does. So nice. So, I finished Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. I still need to finish Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but at least I've got one of those games done. And I got it done on my rig at home. So, not slowdown, it's actually pretty good. I just have to do some post-voice recording on it, because because the program that was on the other computer isn't the same that I use for this. So, I got one whole thing done. So, we'll see that as soon as I get the files uploaded. Since I don't have much space on my thing, my friend did it instead, so. Okay, so now we are at a save point, so I am going to stop it here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!